welcome to another battle on FeyanCnCtv. Today we're on the map Beachhead. It's a free-for-all with 3 players. Our top player on the north, it's Feyan. Feyan went random and got steel talons. The other player is the green, I think he is. Let's take a quick look. Vanilla nod, we have Daniel. The last player on this map, all the way on the bottom left, we have the ZoCom Jimmy. So these players, they've played here before. It is a living room commentary, so you'll hear life in the background. So Feyan and Daniel quickly sending infantry to take the garrisonable structures on the map, especially these middle parts, because the middle parts, they give you access to the blue Tiberium. If you have the middle, you can easily get the blue Tiberium. Feyan will take his first garrisonable structure over here. He's got rifleman squads over here fighting militants. Daniel takes his first garrisonable structure. Feyan quickly jumps in his. Jimmy also sending scouts to the north. Looks like he's gonna encounter Feyan here soon. Feyan jumps into that building. Sees if he can take out Jimmy. No, he doesn't. So now there's a firefight going on. Looks like Feyan's infantry took out the militants of Daniel, who went by and had no cover. So this will give us some battle markers as long as these buildings are still alive. We'll also have that on this side too. We'll see quickly what Feyan is building up here. Second harvester coming out. That should be the refinery. See what Jimmy's doing. No war factory yet for Jimmy. There it is. There's his war factory. So Daniel is getting comfortable in his position over here, sending rocket squads to reinforce his northern position, trying to flush Feyan out of his structure. And he will do that successfully if he has these rocket squads continuously firing. Feyan will not send anything to reinforce his position over here. So Daniel not choosing to send his harvester straight to the blue Tiberium. Feyan hasn't done that either. His second refinery is on the field now, going for pit bulls, it looks like. Jimmy will take a building to this side. That is always a good move, so at least you'll always have eyes on this middle section if you get attacked from Feyan, because Feyan will most likely come from here or here or here from the beach. But Jimmy will see Feyan coming because he has eyes on this area. So if Feyan attacks him on this left side, he'll see that. He's got eyes over here just in case Feyan will send a force over here. So Feyan was forced out. He's sending his men to go quickly into another structure. So at least he'll always have eyes up here. So he'll know if Daniel's going to come and attack him. Daniel's second refinery is not being built yet. No second refinery yet for Jimmy either. This should be the second refinery. There it is. That's the second refinery. And Feyan already moved up to get closer to the blue Tiberium. This should be his third refinery then. I've been having some throat problems the last couple of days, especially some pain on my tongue. I think it's a bacterial infection, so if my voice isn't as loud or energetic as you expect, then it's because of that. But I'm still, nothing will stop me from pumping out the content for you, for my 17 subscribers. It's not about big numbers, it's about the quality. Battle marker over here. All right, so we've got a bike rush from Daniel. Jimmy is not moving back his rocket harvester. He has to do that now or else Jimmy's gonna lose it. It looks like Daniel's gonna take him out. Daniel's gonna take him out. Nope. Yep. But Daniel should have sent more bikes. Should have sent more bikes. I think he only sent 3. Or Jimmy should have just sent these rocket harvesters to kill the bikes. That's what he should have done, because his rocket harvesters can take care of themselves. Alright, so Feyan's got his 3rd refinery up. Another building done. His tier 2 is done. He's already starting to harvest at the blue tib. More bikes coming out for Daniel. But they are a bit lagging behind Feyan. He's not on tier 2 yet. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 harvesters. So 3 harvesters. Quickly count. Feyan's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 harvesters. The first Titan on the field. He does have a couple of Wolverines and Pit Bulls, just for some light protection. Jimmy does. No tier 2 yet for Jimmy. Jimmy's got 2 harvesters. They just need to make more harvesters. More harvesters. Jimmy does have actually one of the best positions, because he's the furthest away from battle. So he can easily go expand up here. He can expand to this area, because once he's up here, he can easily cross and start building this side, because here already is your pathway towards the blue Tiberium. Feyan is also in a good position because he can easily get to the blue. But so is Daniel. Daniel can just easily go over here. Okay, Daniel's gonna lay some pressure on Feyan. Feyan's harvesters getting hit now, so he must notice it. He has to send that harvester back, but he's not doing it yet. Okay, now he's doing it, but it looks like he's gonna lose one. He's gonna lose an almost fully loaded harvester. He's responding with pit bulls. He will lose a harvester right now. Responds with pit bulls. Takes down 2 bikes, but 2 bikes survive of Matthew, or of Daniel. It was a good strike of Daniel. He's gonna lay down some base defense over here to protect his escape. But he knows now that Feyan is harvesting the blue Tiberium, so Daniel can always come back again with more bikes. Because Feyan is so close, he can even start pumping out some long range attacks from Spectres maybe, so pressure Feyan from far. But Feyan is steel Talons, so at a certain point he'll also come out with Behemoths, because the Behemoths are really good on this map, because your opponent is very, very close. Feyan does have pit bulls here, so he will be able to see this harvester. So it is a risk of Daniel if he starts harvesting over here. Oh, okay, but he's lucky that Feyan sends his pit bulls away, so he will be able to take this blue tib unseen. So it looks like Feyan is expanding his building over here, because if you build everything up here, then of course you are vulnerable to the attacks of Jimmy from the back with choppers. So that's why Feyan is not building that much up here, and he's gonna expand his base over here, and he will have some natural protection from these buildings, so these buildings will work kind of like base defense. There he is. Okay, so Feyan is firing back now, going for that harvester, but he can't get too close because of the shredder turret over here. He's got 1 pit bull overextending, and the pit bull feeling the pain straight away. He knows he has to get back. He does have a lot of pit bulls here. Alright, he's got 1 heavy harvester here, Feyan, that he forgot. He's got to send that thing back to work. He's on tier 3 now. Jimmy should have that airfield. There it is. But Jimmy doesn't have any there. He's got 2 choppers now. 2 choppers. So that is about right. It's always around this time where Jimmy will pump out some choppers. I think that is that's the ceramic armor being upgraded by Jimmy. He's got 3 harvesters. Jimmy already needed to expand. He needed to expand up here or over here. He should have expanded here so he can dig the blue Tiberium, because Feyan is now, he's the richest right now, because he has he had access to the blue Tiberium, but Daniel has access to this blue Tiberium. So what Daniel could have done was put a refinery right here or over here, so he's close to the blue Tib. So Daniel could have done that. Daniel's on 3 refineries. Very smart of Daniel to move closer with his laser turrets so they can lay some pressure on these heavy harvesters of Feyan. Okay, Feyan is also putting some slingshots at the back of his base just to have some extra protection if maybe 3 or 4 choppers of Jimmy come back here. Zone heads. Yep, making more slingshots at the back of his base. He's got 4 refineries now, Feyan. So he has the strongest economy at the moment. Daniel is stinging him a bit over here. So at a certain point, Feyan will not be able to harvest over here. So then he will be forced to move to this field. Okay, he has already moved over here. He's going to expand to his 3rd field. And then his resources are going to dry up. So Daniel actually is in a more favorable position because Daniel has 3 giant Tib fields over here, and he has this one over here. So Jimmy has this one. He's got 3 fields over here, and he has this over here. So actually, if you look at it, Feyan's position is the worst position because he only had this. He does have this here, but then with the pressure of Daniel, then it will prevent him from really digging over here. So he might be able to dig here. But if Daniel is so keen on the base defense, what Daniel has to do is start building base defense right here at this spot over here. Let's just experiment with getting rid of the hub or the HUD. This is also a nice shot. Alright, so it looks like Feyan is going to go and pitbull hunt. Oh, this harvester's taking some damage. Let's take a quick look at Jimmy, what he's doing with his choppers. Alright, let's see. Okay, so Jimmy is expanded now. He's gonna go for that blue Tiberium now. Let's see what he does and if he goes to the blue or stays at the green. Nope, he is going for the blue. Okay, that's smart. He already has a pitbull over here, just to keep an eye on that area. Feyan's coming out with his first behemoths now. Doesn't look like Matthew has, or it doesn't look like Daniel has a ground force. Only a couple of bikes, but if you have bikes, there it is. Now he's sending out his bikes. He's gonna go for this heavy harvester. Let's see what he does. Okay, goes for the harvester. Feyan then has to pull back that harvester. He has to pull it back, or else he's gonna lose it. Ooh! Manages to save the harvester. Oh, look! It has 1 hair left. A hair of HP. So Feyan, he pushes Daniel back. But Daniel has no ground force at all. Daniel should have already expanded down here. So Daniel is really vulnerable here because he has no ground force. Don't know what he's been doing with his money. I really don't know what Daniel's been doing with his money. Take a quick look. He should have... See? So Daniel has a lot of money, but he's just floating cash because there is no units. He is on tier 3 though. Okay, but Feyan has turned all of his money into units. He's got the behemoths, he's got titans, he's got the slingshots. He's a little weak on the anti-infantry. There it is, the bikes come again from Daniel. He's gonna force the behemoth back. He's gonna take down the behemoth, it looks like. Ooh, he sacrifices all his bikes though. 1 more bike left, but it looks like that 1 bike will be able to take down the behemoth. There it is. Takes down the behemoth, but because the behemoth dies in Feyan's base, Feyan will be able... There it is. So Feyan is quickly making an engineer because he wants to take back that behemoth. Look at that. There's the engineer. It's going to go quickly into the behemoth, so he'll recycle the behemoth. Jimmy making more refineries on his fields. No large force yet. And this is what Jimmy really has to do better. At this time, he should already have at least 10 choppers. Because Jimmy hasn't attacked anyone yet, and he hasn't been attacked either. He's only got 2 choppers over here. Look at that. He's gonna go try the engineer trick. There's a... I pressed... There it is. There was one engineer in here. So it looks like Jimmy's gonna try to take something of Daniel. He did have more choppers, but he only had 4. He really needs more. His Feyan's already got that large ground army. He's got the crane over here, so he can just double his build capacity. Let me see how many. He has 1 engineer. Okay, so Jimmy's got 1 hammerhead with 1 engineer. No ground force for Jimmy. He's just got 4 slingshots here. Okay, he's got to move all of these. Look at this. How he placed this watchtower right out of my vision. Okay, Spectres now here for Daniel. How many does he have? He's got 2 Spectres. Good move from Daniel. This is a very, very good move from Daniel. He's going to start pressuring Feyan's refinery. Let me see. Okay, but Feyan is already at his doorstep here now, so Feyan is not going to take that lightly. Real guns already done for the Titans. So his Titans can easily move and take out the artillery. Is Feyan going to lose his refinery? He's not repairing anymore. He needs to start repairing. Okay, let's see what Jimmy is doing. Okay, so Jimmy is attacking him up here. Daniel's being hit from 2 sides. He has no ground army, so it looks like Daniel... That's the end of Daniel for this match. I don't see the engineer coming down yet for Jimmy. Yep. So early in this match, Daniel also loses his Spectres to Feyan's Titans. Alright, he still has 1 Spectre over here. Let's see what Jimmy's doing. Okay, Jimmy looks like he's going to move forward to go and attack Feyan's base at the north side. But Feyan does have some slingshot here. There, he's pumping out more slingshots. But because he waypointed them, all his slingshots are more in the middle. He's still got 2 at the top though. So Jimmy's going to start attacking Feyan from the top. So this is why Feyan didn't build a lot of buildings up here, because he knows it's harder to defend. Ooh, look. So Jimmy wasn't planning. He wasn't planning on taking anything from Daniel. No MCV. He's going to go with that engineer and grab. It looks like he's going to grab the war factory of Feyan, because that's the best building to grab, not the refinery. So Feyan's heavy harvester was the one that almost died, but he forgot it now. He needs to get that back to work. So Feyan loses his war factory. Jimmy takes that well. And what he now needs to do, Jimmy, is... Actually, what he could have taken was the barracks. It would have been better if Jimmy took the barracks. If he took the barracks, then he could have made more engineers to take the rest. Because now, can't really do much with this. Because you can make 1 or 2 units, ground units, but Feyan's going to come there and destroy it. So Feyan has not responded yet. Okay, because he is being attacked on this side. He's dropping down some AAs. Jimmy does not have enough choppers. Jimmy really needs more choppers. Okay, and Feyan is already here now. Gonna pressure Jimmy's expansions. He has more choppers. 4. He's got some over here. Feyan's already sending his slingshots this way. He loses a harvester. Jimmy's losing choppers already now to the AA battery. Feyan needs to drop more. And he is making a surprising amount of pit bulls. Slingshots are here now. Okay, Jimmy loses all of his choppers on this side. Daniel has already thrown the towel in the ring. I forgot to say that. Because it's hard. You don't have a standing ground army and you're being attacked by Jimmy from the back. But Daniel should have moved towards this field, because this was his entire field. Feyan doesn't have any anti-air over here. Okay, he does have a couple of pit bulls. 1, 2, 3, 4 pit bulls. So Jimmy has to target down the pit bulls first. But that's proving to be a harder ask. because the pit bulls, well, they are very squishy. So Feyan is very vulnerable now. He doesn't have any anti-air. He needs to come quickly with those. There it is with the slingshots. Okay, his slingshots are on its way. So what's Jimmy doing now? What is Jimmy doing to counter this? Because then Jimmy should see that Feyan is very weak with infantry. Anti-infantry will destroy this army, so he needs to start pumping rocket soldiers. No rocket soldiers being pumped out of the barracks. He is pumping out the hammerheads, but these hammerheads are going to be shot from the sky as soon as Feyan's slingshots are here. There it is. Feyan's slingshots have reached his front line. He's got the Titans already fully upgraded. His first Titans will lose though, because his slingshots aren't positioned all the way in the front. So he's pushing now. His anti-air putting them in the front, and he's forcing Jimmy back. Okay, I can remove the HUD now. The lighting is so bright on this map. Okay, Jimmy's attacking Feyan from this side. It's the invasion of the beach. Just trying to get some nice shots. These are nice shots here. ZoCom choppers though, but they are being taken out by the slingshots of Feyan. Look at all these bullets from the slingshots, and they just quickly destroy all of Jimmy's choppers. And with that, Jimmy's army has dissolved. Doesn't have a standing ground army. He also needed the standing ground army. So Feyan's behemoths are also here already. This looks like it's the end of the match. It is the end. It is game, set, and match. There's the sell-off. We'll be selling everything. That's the end of the match on Beachhead. 2 more buildings to sell. 1 more watchtower to go. Does he still have that expansion? He still has that 1 outpost over there. But there it is. Jimmy sells the outpost. Throws the towel in the ring. The win goes to Feyan on Beachhead, because Feyan had the strongest economy in the beginning and made a ground army. Daniel the first to fall, and then Jimmy. So they just needed a ground army. That's the only thing. They needed the ground army. They needed to expand quicker. And so that was the game. I hope you enjoyed watching FeyanCnCtv, and we'll see you next time.